Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Tuesday, which means it is time for another Nozz Watches Log Horizon. So, in our last episode of Log Horizon, not boys and girls, our girls got together a big old raid group to go and hunt down the Big Murder Man. And Big Murder Man is possessed by the flavor text of his sword, so yay. Akatsuki tried to learn some teachings and fucked up, and now everyone's heading out in groups of 3 to go and hunt this guy down. Also, they turned off the fucking cop field, or they're going to. So, hooray, they're going to gimp their city for the next several fucking decades. Yeah, well done, Akihabara, you done did it. Oh boy, there's no way this goes well, right? Like, they're going to get to the end of this. They're going to have, like, this big thing, like, yeah, we beat the murderer. Hooray, we did it, Patrick. Bikini Bottom is saved. And just smash cut to the fucking goblins just marching on Akihabara because Krusty's fucking dead. Oh, boy, that's gonna be fun, huh? So let's get in here and see what happens in 3, 2, 1, and go. Man. No sound. Oh, there he is. There's the spooky sound. Dang, you're already at half health. Jeez. You guys best hope there's nobody within 50 fucking meters of you. Well, it's a good thing this isn't a raid then. It's a good thing it's technically PvP, you dumb bitch. Ugh. I think that's, like, the one thing about this that just really bugs me. I think I've said this before. Like, the thing that bugs me is that, like, the guy who wrote this, I don't know what his background is with MMOs. Like, it seems like he knows a decent amount, but at the same time doesn't trust the audience to know that same amount. Which is weird, because most of the shit that he brings up about MMOs is fairly surface level. Like, but it seems like he puts everything in context of PvE. Which is weird. Like, the Japanese MMOs just not have PvP? Because it's like, in order to get the best weapons, you need to PvE. PvP is seen as dishonorable or just shitty thing to do, like in player killing. You know? Like, there's been no mention of, like, PvP arenas or anything like that. And even in this scenario, where despite the fact the guy is an NPC, he is using player weapons. And he is more or less, and this is more or less functioning like a fucking PvP scenario. And yet they're acting like it's a raid. Like, that's kind of weird. You know, like... Do Japanese games just not like doing PvP, or does this guy have no context with that? And if so, why did he put a fucking PvP storyline in here? Like, I'd honestly be way more down for this being treated like a fucking PvP scenario, and the whole gimmick is like, okay, what exploits can we fucking use to just fuck this guy's asshole open? Like, how do we fucking, like, trap him in his recovery frames forever? Bitch, you died immediately last time. See, it even says Akihabara raid. Like, I get the idea, like, oh, he's an NPC, he's wearing, like, Royal Guard armor, like, etc, etc, etc. But it's still functionally PvP. The guy is not going like a raid boss, he is functioning like a fucking human being. Like, I don't know, man. Like, maybe it's just like the perspective of the creator going against like my perspective with fucking shit, you know? Yeah, thanks for warning him, dumb bitch. Yeah, tell him it's a poison. But she very small. It's like that fucking Megumin meme image that's really awful, and I'm never going to talk about it, but I'm going to post it in Discord. Hey, assassin, why don't you fucking dodge? Man, I can't believe Akatsuki got this fucking level up in armor. Amazing how this fucking MMO works entirely off of... You could just be given better gear. Congrats, you just boosted his fucking stats, you dumb bitch! Like, so is that the thing? They're just kind of like finding him, and then when they start getting low, they'll swap out and hope that they don't just fuck his ass up. Like, it's just gonna be like, okay, so like, okay, we're getting our asses fucked. We're gonna book it to the next area, and then you're gonna take aggro, and we're gonna leave. Like that's. Of course she's a bard. Of course she's a fucking bard. But they keep running him through though. But it's still boosting his stats. They best hope that his health boost isn't like additive. They best hope it's a fucking percentile, not additive, because that'd be a big fucking problem. Like literally, kiting only works if the guy lets you kite. He could just decide, like, nah, fuck it, I'ma leave. Or he could just not follow Akatsuki. That'd be the smart thing to do. We can't complain on the forums. I'm gonna bitch about the game design here. Since the time she gained sentience. Exactly 1 year ago. Like, the fuck, like, one thing I kind of wonder why they haven't tried it is, have they tried leading him, like, tricking him into leaving Akihabara? The second he leaves Akihabara, he loses, like, a massive chunk of his power. Like, that's my question. The guy doesn't seem that smart. And so you're gonna turn off the one thing that keeps the adventurers safe in their homes. Like, I don't know, Chief. I feel like this is still you fucking up. Yeah, exactly. Like, seriously, the guy is like, you may end up just fucking this entire thing up. Like, they may need to just abandon Akihabara and find another player city to live in. Which like, fucks up the entire, like, fucking round table idea. So, I don't know about this one, Chief. Why does the fucking, like, Royal Guard armor not have a kill switch? You would think that like it would be a thing, like the Royal Guard armor has a kill switch, so if anything fucking goes wrong, you could just fucking bap it off. Like, from a programming standpoint as well. Like, if Royal Guards, like, just, like, get overzealous and start attacking people for doing, like, minimal shit, right? Like the game masters would be able to go, like, oh, wait, no, that's fucking... Turn that shit off real quick and turn it back on. I don't know, seems like a bit of an oversight. I mean, I guess it works for the narrative, but it does make not a massive amount of sense. You had this secret door in your fucking Capitol building for all this time. And he leave. Like, is he even following Akatsuki anymore? I don't think he is. He perceives everybody as her. Man's just losing his shit. Okay, here's the question. Does the Golem count as a fucking player? There's the question. Like, does summoning that Golem fucking, like, give him a fucking bonus? What the fuck? Why is their heals not worth shit? Like, why do their healers heal such a small proportion? Holy shit. Like, the only thing I can think of that heals that little is in the Old Republic, my fucking Kolto dart on my fucking mercenary. And the only reason Kolto dart heals that little is because it's not there to heal, it's there to fucking give you stacks of fucking supercharged gas to fuel your big heals. What the fuck? Like, is that just like a visual, like, thing that they just didn't think of? Or is that actually a fucking problem? Alright, so when is Blacksmith Chan gonna give us the fucking actual decent sword? When's that gonna pop up? Because honestly, if it happened now, you wouldn't need to turn off the magic circle, not gonna lie. Kagebunshin no Jutsu! Wow! Amazing! You've learned a new skill, dum-dum! Teaching! Okay, this is still, like, this is like some Sword Art Online shit. Like, I'm gonna say this right now. That's some Sword Art Online shit. That is explicitly Kirito's fucking dual wielding. And it's bullshit in Sword Art Online, and it's bullshit here, and it's bad game design. Like, a teaching that only one player gets. Like, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that. Like, if teachings worked differently when it was actually a game, alright. But I mean, it does bug me a little bit that they're just going like, oh yeah, no, these game mechanics, no, they're no longer game mechanics. Now it's becoming realist. Now it's becoming realism. And it's like, but at the same time, if it was being realistic, you wouldn't get a fucking skill pop up when you fucking figured out a new skill. I don't know, man. I don't know. Mechanics wise, it's fucking bullshit. That's an oxymoron, Akatsuki, you fucking goober. He has ice armor. Oh shit. Man, if only the healers were worth a shit. I don't think she can heal properly in fucking general. With how fucking small the fucking healing numbers are. Nariel, get the fuck out. I mean, she doesn't have a sword. Oh, hey, samurai. Blacksmith girl, yay. It is kind of neat how like they kind of took like this thing of just like there's like, oh man, you're hearing a voice in your head telling you to do this thing. It's just some motherfucker calling you on the game's instant messaging system. Yes, fucking great. Well, matching it to her size? What's the point of that? It's a katana is katana. And I thought you couldn't reforge katanas because of how they're fucking made with their dumbass fucking folded bullshit. Katanas are bad swords. Fight me. No, don't. I'm mostly just memeing at this point. European sword better. Foolish weeaboos. Damascus sword folded 10,000 times. Cut through pig iron like butter. Murder him then! No, you don't! Just kill him! Fucking Jesus! Defeating him won't end this! Yes, it will! He's an NPC! He dies for good! Oh my god. That fucking menu is nightmares. Like, that fucking menu is actual nightmares, goddamn. No, it's a fucking NPC that's gone crazy, possessed by the soul of a raid boss. I don't think it's gonna act like you fucking expect, girl. God, why would you expect it to act like that? For a second there, I thought that was just a fucking sniper rifle. I'm like, oh, they got guns now. Okay, then. I love that enchanter in the fucking top hat. Man, I wish Shiro had that fucking level of drip. Holy Christ. Stop crying, baby. Little teeny tiny baby. You just make fucking platforms to jump on? That's your teaching? Your teaching is that you can cheat at platforming puzzles. Alright then, I feel like that's a lot less useful than turning into fucking Kagebunshin no Jutsu, but alright then. He's having a bad day. Fucking your boy Rugrius is having a week right now, you know? Like, he's having some time. Like, man's just about dead. I feel like turning off the magic circle, like, is kind of a moot point at this point. Like, they're breaking his sword, they're breaking his armor, and they're lowering his health to 20%. Like, I feel like this is a problem that just gets solved whether they turn the magic circle off or not. All they've really done is make the future hard for them. So Akatsuki doesn't even get the kill blow. All right. Akatsuki could have just killed him. Man had no health left. Why is Akatsuki don't even get the fucking coup de grace? That's some bullshit. Just beat up the man's sword, jeez. Rip in peace, dumb cursed sword. So you're gonna kill him now, right? Right? They're not gonna kill him. Yeah, no, that was dumb. Of a quiet, antisocial wielder. What the fuck? Well done, Akatsuki. Now you're the chosen hero. Congrats, idiot. I like that man's already posting on fucking Reddit, like, man, this is some bullshit. This new raid mechanic is some absolute fucking garbage, and they needed this girl needed a special blade, like, super pay to win, fucking unsubbing. This is some bullshit, fucking GG no re-Blizzard. We had to turn off this fucking city's magic for it, like, oh my god, like, this is gonna raise griefing. Worst expansion since Cataclysm. Oh boy. Of course the girls are gonna celebrate with a fucking pajama party, cause of course. So how long until she fully transitions to male then? How about Minori just stay the fuck away, like, forever, you know, like, she just gets lost in the woods. Fucking, it's pajamas, my dude. It's not like someone rolled up naked. God, like, she's like, her fucking level, her fucking, like, threshold for lewd is so low. Like, did they kill him? Is he in jail? What's going on? He better be dead. I mean, stabbing the people that try and stab them is, you know, probably a good step towards protecting people as well, but I guess freezing them in ice is, I guess, a fucking alternative. We beat the raid. We completely skipped it for your subplot. Oh, hey, so they didn't complete the entire raid. They just completed most of it. Fucking Tetra is just attached to fucking Natsugu. Man, I sure hope Marianne wasn't too attached to her boyfriend, huh? Fucking Mystelio Man is here. Oh, boy. Ah. Is it wrong that I am very disappointed in this resolution? Like, so I honestly, I don't know, because all I know is that before I started season 2, a lot of people were like, oh man, Nozz is gonna probably not like season 2, or gonna have some big problems with season 2, but and I was wondering when it would happen, and I wonder if this was it. Because I've made it very clear in the past that I'm very, very against Japan's penchant for making revenge not a thing. Despite the fact that, like, most of the time when they have their, like, oh no, killing Fucking, like, their whole, like, oh, killing your enemy means they win, like, fucking level shit is, like, it was dumb when Justin Trudeau said it, and it's dumb when anime says it. And that's, like, been a continual thing with me. That's never changed. I'm always in the thing is, like, no, if you're fucking dealing with a fucking serial killer, fucking, like, nah, if you get the chance, you pop that motherfucker. But, like, oh no, they died. I can't believe Shiro died permanently. Oh no. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. So they're actually showing us what happened with Shiro, but they're just, like, bouncing us back a little bit. They'll show us everything that happened from Shiro's perspective. Okay, that's neat. I like that. That's fun. Okay, but yeah, so, like, the way they solved this problem, it seems like, okay, so if they wanted to keep him alive, there was probably a better way to, like, if they wanted to keep him alive, there's probably, like, that's the way to do it kind of thing, but what would be the benefit to keeping him alive? Like, honestly, I'm curious. What is the benefit of keeping this guy alive? Because he hasn't killed anyone permanently. All he does is go around fucking killing people so that they die, lose memories, and come back, and like, other than that, they're totally fine. So, and he's also a person of the land, which they know. So, killing him is permanent. There's no way for him to come back once he's dead. And it's very clear that he has an extreme grudge against adventurers, and he's fucking crazy because of a sword. What is the problem with just killing him? Especially because, like, he was almost dead. Like, he was at 20% HP. And Akatsuki basically said, like, yeah, he's just about to fucking fall over. Like, I just need, like, a couple good fucking hits. Like, and it took her 2 hits on his sword to break it. Actually, no, it was 3. Sorry, I misremembered. It took 3 good hits on his sword while he was frozen to snap it. And once it was snapped, he kind of underwent mind break and just kind of like... So, they really did not need to take the magic circle down. They didn't even really need to freeze him. He goes at Akatsuki like 3 more times, and she parries each time. That sword breaks. He enters mind break, and he is good for a stabbing. Like, there's very little. I don't know. Like, that seems. It feels like they wanted to give Akatsuki a thing of like, oh yeah, I'm doing damage. We're doing the thing. We're beating the guy. But they also wanted to establish this, like, oh, the magic shield is down, so now we have to actually look after ourselves instead of relying on this established mechanic. Like, I don't think you can have it both ways. I really don't. I don't think you can have it both ways, because it comes across as clunky. It feels like Akatsuki was not only denied the coup de grace, which she fucking deserves, but also it feels like they had the problem it's like a wildfire, right? They had this big wildfire spreading across the entirety of fucking Akihabara. They got it contained to one area, and it was basically like, okay, we just need to fucking piss on this, and it goes out. And then a fucking military helicopter flies overhead with, like, an ocean full of water, and just goes, don't worry, we got it. Did it stop the water? Yeah. Sorry, did it stop the fire? Yes. Did you need to use that much water and potentially drown the firefighters? No. Like, you know, it's one of those things. Like, it doesn't really pay off as well as I think the author thinks it pays off. So the teaching thing as well. So, from best I can tell, teachings existed in Elder Tale, and they existed in more or less the same way. Basically, players get new skills that are using existing skills in different ways. Like how that guy, the fucking Sojiro can use his awareness skill, or whatever the fuck it is, to better track opponents and know, like, and use it to basically be a dodge tank as a samurai. Okay, neat, fun. But that also means that in any encounter where a dodge tank is optimal, Sojiro is going to be the best choice in every situation, which means that he is going to basically be the default one that everybody wants in their fucking group as their main tank. So another samurai, like fucking Shitter Squad guy, Toya, I think that's his name, I don't know, Toya, assuming he and Sojiro were the same, like, level, Toya would never ever get picked for raid. Because why would you bring this tank when you can bring this tank that has an ability that only he has that makes him undeniably better? So, you know, same thing as, like, if you had an encounter that required platforming. Why would you ever bring... I think Bunny Lady is a Shrine Maiden, right? Like Minori is? So why would you ever bring Minori when you could bring Bunny Girl? Same class, but Bunny Girl has a fucking mechanic that only she can do that completely fucking defeats the thing, and it is just superior. Same thing with the Kaiser. Like, you have, like, it's the same issue that fucking Sword Art Online has. Like, if every character has a random ability that only they have, then that's going to break things, because it will mean that one person will always be better than someone else in their same class, not through mechanical skill, but because they managed to unlock this thing first, and that means that nobody else gets it. That is a fucking problem, and in most MMOs that do this shit, it's stuff that's cosmetic. So, like, in World of Warcraft, there'll only ever be one Scarab Lord per server, because Scarab Lord was one title and one mount given out during the opening of Silithus back in, like, 2005, and it required basically every guild to choose one member to be their Scarab Lord, and the entire guild worked towards getting that person the Scarab Lord. And once that was given out, that's it. No one else. And even that pissed people off. Like, you know, like, it's, like, even a cosmetic thing pissed people off. Like, I don't see, like, actual physical mechanical advantages being any less of fucking disruptive. I don't know, it's a really big issue with the world. And you can't really say, like, oh no, Akatsuki got that because of how the new world works, when it's established that teachings were part of the game. So, like, no, like, whether or not the method of obtaining teachings has changed, the fact that they exist is the problem, not the method of obtaining them. Like, it's... especially because it seemed like it was established it was basically impossible to learn someone else's teaching. Like, I don't know. I guess, like, as far as, like, action sequences go, I don't hate this episode. Like, action-wise, this episode was great. We had Akatsuki get a fight in, and she did really well, and there was, like, she's doing it fucking great. She did everything right. But the stuff happening around the fight is the problem. It's basically giving her a Deus Ex Machina to give her an advantage against the bad guy. Like, her, like, obtaining the sword was really neat, and just like, here's a sword, like, I made specifically for you, so, because I know you can do it. I believe in you, Akatsuki, you can do it. That's cool. Like, it's anime as fuck and kind of dumb, but it's cool, right? Rule of cool on that one. Like, the teaching thing is I always said it was a Deus Ex Machina. Like, fuck it. The fact that she doesn't really get the coup de grace, and for some reason they just refuse to kill this guy, despite the fact that he is, like, the one kind of fucking thing where it's like killing him solves the issue. That's weird. Like, in a world where, like, fucking shit respawns, they finally have a villain where they kill it and it stays dead. And they don't kill it. The fuck? Like, I don't know. And then, of course, you know, removing the magic circle. There are ways to get all of these, but this is not it, Chief. Like, you know, like, come on, like, you don't establish that the guy is, like, mostly dead and then be like, oh yeah, but we're turning off the magic circle anyway. That's overkill. And it not only is it overkill, but it's overkill that fucks everyone else up. So, Yeah, not really a giant fan. Not really a giant fan of this episode as laid out. Definitely could have been better. And if they want the magic circle down, I'm sure they could have come up with a better way to do it, or a better reason to do it. Like, I don't know, like maybe have it be that like because they killed, like have them kill him, and then because they killed someone in Royal Guard armor, the Royal Guard start going berserk. And that's why they turn off the magic circle, or something like that, right? Basically, make it so that like even if they left the magic circle up, the Royal Guard still wouldn't have been a help. If anything, they would have been a hindrance. I don't know, something like that. I don't know, just pulling that out my ass. I don't know, but yeah, I think that's where I'm standing on that one. All around, decent action, cool fight. All right, but everything around the fights is the problem, and it's really frustrating. It's like so close to being good. Like fuck. But yeah, that's really all I gotta say. So let me know what you thought of this down there in the comments, whether you liked it, you disliked it, or you want to bring up something I left out, because that's entirely possible. Oh boy. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, share on social media, tell your friends, hit that share button down below. Remember, and if you want, you can support me on Patreon, which is linked down there in the description, and on the end card, on the list of all the people that keep this place alive. Oh boy. And there's also some other goodies other than being on that list, but that's all listed on the Patreon page. Yeah, as always, I am Nozz. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. But most importantly of all, become a trash mammal today. And I'll see you a round.